Wow. That was something. Kratos fumbled it, man. He fumbled it. Mm-hmm. It's got to be able to hold it together when you're up, too. That's the toughest part about ESFL. You got to be able to hold it together. Yeah, that pressure not built for everybody. So obviously, I lowered the actual commentary from ESFL just so it doesn't seem like we're battling back and forth. You guys let me know how good the commentary is right now over my voice with their commentary. If they're too loud, the takedown was there, but he's using Leon Edwards. Not that he can't take him down, but the real problem is when you have a matchup like Leon versus Usman, like, you got to understand when you can just pick. You like Leon's footwork is significantly better than Usman's because of the perk. It's kind of like when I had that mirror match at ESFL Vegas with the out of Stallion player. I'm like, dude, he's not gonna do anything else, so I'm just gonna just chill here. No reason to force anything you don't need. Am I still competing ESFL? I was gonna be a replacement for I was gonna be a replacement for ESFL today, but they didn't need me, so you can't hear him. All right, that's good. Yeah, there you can hear him. If I turn up the volume that high, you guys can hear him. So who do we have? Psycho Shark or some shit. Okay. But the thing about Leon only has. Let me double check. I know Goat and I were deciding if it was gonna be both him and I competing today or just him. So I was like, "Go, you go first, and then I'll go." I'll be here. I'll be here soon. I just been so busy uploading content and shit. I'm gonna check the move. I'm gonna check Leon's move levels real quick. Papa Lima. Oh, yeah. I don't know how Lima's gonna win that one. Yeah, that's what we were kind of doing. Like, all right, like you'll show up at this time, and I'll show up at this time. All right, watching the fight now. Yeah, Leon only has one single. He only has one turn, so he would have been fucked unless he got the slam. So yeah, your boy. Unless he got the double leg, your boy would have been cooked. But anywho, let's focus on the fight right here. Umar Nurmagomedov. Oh, versus Host Ninja. So if Host Ninja does anything correctly here, is that he needs to understand that he can't afford to stall out on transitions here. If he stalls out on these transitions here against Limas Khan, it's gonna do him a disservice, especially in the 3 rounder. He does have an added advantage of being able to. Wow, he is not denying worth shit. Wow, back flat right away. He's not used to being put in that position. All right, now he has a stamina advantage, so he's gonna be able to escape. That was risky, 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 risky there. Yeah, and that's gonna score heavy on the round for Limus Khan. So if I'm host ninja right now, if I'm on the ground here, I can't allow Limus Khan to keep posturing doing all this work. What I gotta hope for right now, I would probably go for some type of sweep and then look to get the mount armbar, or just go for the armbar straight up, which he ends up doing. Denies it. But Limus hits a fake, so drains the short-term stamina. So now the mind games are gonna be here. Doesn't bite on that fake. But he didn't fake that one. Is he going to be able to get it? He does get it. I do want to weaken that a little bit, though, because that is Sean O'Malley versus Umar. But anywho, good job. So he's able to get back into the mount position. And that's going to help lean the scorecards more towards his favor. Not enough. Oh, but that rock will. That rock is going to be huge for the scorecards now. And now that Host Ninja is on top, is going to prove problematic for Limus Khan to get out here, because Host Ninja has some pretty quality denials in the top mount, I would know from experience. But we got to make sure here for Host Ninja that I'd rather him stick to 2-3 shots in the ground and pound. Right, focus on 2-3 shots in the ground and pound. Keep wearing at that guard, and then you'll be able to bleed through with the elbow when need be. He said Omar OP, but he getting his ass beat right now. Yep, the sub in the rock is definitely going to win that round. Do you guys hear the actual fight itself? I'll turn up the volume if you guys can't hear the fight itself. Or if you guys are okay with it like this. So now here's going to be the dilemma for Limus Khan, right? So he got this takedown, got the slam, got working and back flat, but that stun and that sub is going to win the round for Mr. Sean O'Malley. And now, I don't know, Limus Khan can't really afford to be leg kicking with Umar Nurmagomedov. It's going to be a very difficult ask of him to do so. And if there's anything Host Ninja's good at, he's somebody who's low-key a decisionator when need be. Like, he'll get a finish if he needs it, but he is perfectly okay with chipping away at your health and making sure that you overreact to give him that finish. And against Sean O'Malley, compromised stamina, compromised block. This is a tough ask. Ill-advised level change with the body straight from Mr. Limus Khan. A little bit of a lag spike that randomly happens. Or rather, the stream is reloading. Okay, went back. Goes for the classic body jab to the up top lead hook. And this at the late. See how Limus Khan is overreacting to every little touch that Host Ninja does with Sean? This is exactly what Host Ninja's looking for. Because now you see the head off is going down on Limus Khan. He's panicking a little bit. Now he's trying to go fake up top, going to the elbow. His block is getting absolutely demolished here. Mistimes the counter, so it kills his stamina. And if I'm Limus Khan here, you need to look to want to duck one of those strikes and try to take the back of Host Ninja, because a regular takedown entry is probably not going to cut it. And because he's swinging back when his short-term stamina is low, it's going to make it easier for that block to get destroyed. Trying to force those pull elbows. He is just panic. This is panic striking now from Limus Khan. It's going to be a matter of time for Host Ninja to find his kill shot that he needs. Yeah. And there's so much more to Umar Nurmagomedov's moveset that he could kind of use to get Host Ninja off guard. But because he's not really being dynamic with Umar, and he's kind of trading in the most like basic way possible, it's allowing Host Ninja to see everything that's coming. Turn up the volume a little. I got you. Yep. Nah, yeah. That was going to happen. That was a horrible round one for Limus Khan. Horrible round one. Why would you choose Umar and strike Rashawn? Hey, I don't know. You tell me. Well, the thing is so for those of you who just came in, he tried grappling. He had Host Ninja dead to rights, and I mean like he had him dead to rights, and but then he had a straight up Cody Garbrandt moment. Stayed too long in the guard, then didn't bite in. He didn't fake again on the submission attempt. Cost himself a bit there. Tried to race, but it was a little bit too late because Host Ninja had grapple advantage. Then got beat up a bit in mount. So heading into round 2, that little bit of a short-term stamina disadvantage costed him. And in his exchanges, he started overreacting, started trying to force these pull counters that weren't there, and it was just a matter of time before Host Ninja got the finish. I'm going to message Host Ninja right now. It's all right. So we have another matchup here. Let me see who the matchup is. I guess they're moving on to the Cycle Shark matchup. Good card. Good card so far. Got some nice fights. GOAT is the co-main. Okay. Kahan versus NM Psycho Shark. So if he's from NM, that would definitely mean that he is a part of Analysis Camp. So we can expect a lot of obliques, lots of side kicks, lots of focus on body work. He's already feigning. So if I'm Kahan here, what I want to work on is, landing the calf kicks. And you don't really want to always throw the calf kick like right away, but what you want to do is intercept with the calf kick, especially if you're using Alex. He has a significant power advantage over John, but what you don't want to lose out on is, it hits the switch and escapes. Psycho Shark is not setting up them shots. But see, that was beautiful. Timing the calf kick in the middle of John Jones' combination is ideal. Outside of an overhand, it's not going to be really too taxing on your head health. Still has to be careful when he's throwing those leg kicks. Tries to sidestep there, but gets nailed by the body kick. There he goes, off to the jab. Runs the pipe and sits down Alex Behead. Exactly where he wants to be because this is one of his weaker areas. Probably going to look to pursue the mount. Successfully gets the mount. But he gets caught off guard by the muscle transition. Psycho Shark sees the situation, goes jab, lead body, side kick to press him up against the fence, but Kahan is right back to center. But a cut opens up on the eye of Alex Behead, goes to the body instead of attacking the head. There was a takedown opportunity there, missed by Psycho Shark. And if I'm Kahan, I want to try to throw. He goes for the takedown? That's a bad idea. That kind of cooked your stamina, dog. It would have been much better. Oh, Lord. It would have been much better for Kahan to try to land a couple of strikes the first few times that he catches kicks, then go for the trip because you want to give your opponent the thought that you're not really looking to grapple. That was a bad decision from Kahan. As that absolutely taxed his stamina getting that takedown denied. NM I was corrected. NM Harry is the owner of the NM camp now. I thought Nas was in there from UFC 4. Yes, GOAT is fighting today. GOAT is the co-main event today. So usually I don't do this, but for the homie, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna, do some commentary because he has a very, very tough matchup. He should win it. I'd be more concerned if it was in the previous patch, but he should win it this time around. Another takedown from John Jones. That is the best takedown to go for. It's the highest percentage takedown in both real life and in just wrestling in general is the single leg. And that single leg turn is very hard for a lot of people to try and deny. Postures up into the half guard, landing some good damage to Psycho Shark. Good ground and pound, doesn't get flipped or reverse. Able to close out the round. There's about 10 seconds left. He doesn't really need to do anything right now. But he wants to opt to posture. But that's going to tax his stamina. That's why I said he didn't really need to go for that ground and pound because there's going to be a chance that that's going to not even out the stamina right away, but it might make it a little bit closer than it would have been if he let the round clear out. However, that is still his round. He landed some good elbows, landed some good damage to the body, and the stamina of Alex Pereira is taxed. Goat's a little bit, sometimes he get too excited and he speak too loud. Speak too loud faster than his brain can think when it comes to dates. You tell him it's Sunday before you know it's a Tuesday. That's still my guy, though. All right, so this is one of those situations, that you got to go power exchanges as opposed to volume exchanges. Right now, because of the way his long-term stamina is for Kahan, he can't afford to really get into too crazy fast exchanges with John Jones. John Jones does have some speed behind him, but the stamina advantage is going to fire things off, and that's exactly why you don't want to do that when you have that much of a lower short-term stamina advantage. You get speared onto your back. Great decision from Psycho Shark to bring the fight down to the ground. He said, you threw that 4-piece? I ain't dealing with that. I ain't dealing with that one bit at all. Now, I think he's still going to be looking to pursue the mount being one of the more dominant positions in game. We're going to see here from Mr. Psycho Shark, what exactly is he going to look for from the mount? Is he going to look to stun him? He's going to look to stun him and then eventually go for like a submission, or he's going to go straight up for the ground and pound finish. Seems like he's going for the ground and pound finish. Let's see if he goes for the posture one more time. Victory seems imminent for Psycho Shark, and that is it. The beautiful elbow goes for it, gets the follow-up ground and pound, and a brutal, brutal finish. And a nice, nice victory for the Psycho Shark. Well done. Took Alex Pereira out of his comfort zone. No need to strike with this man. We saw what happened. We saw what happened last night if you strike with this man. He got put in danger and took the fight down to the ground immediately. Could have gone a lot better if the Alex Pereira had worked the body a little bit more, if he was just a little bit more well-versed with his shot selection. Could have been a completely different fight, but we got to give a congratulations to NM Psycho Shark for getting that victory. Very, very clean. Guys, let me know if the audio is perfectly fine for y'all. Let's see who we have next. We have, is it K1 the Pug and Spooky MD? Is that Spooky Ghost? Oh, we got, Papa Lima and Host Ninja already happened. Okay. Oh, so they waited a bit before that Kahan. So it's going to be Tech. Tech is good. Tech is good. That's Spooky Ghost. Yep. Spooky Ghost. I believe I fought him in my, what showcase was it? Might have been my Charles Oliveira showcase. Or might have been Charles Oliveira or Diego Lopez. Whatever it was, I submitted him. But he was very, very good on the ground. And if he's choosing Dan Henderson, it's going to be a very ground and pound heavy approach. He does like to go for uncharacteristic things of the fighters that he chooses, pull elbows and all that stuff. But if I'm Dan Henderson, what you want to look for is using the hit stun off of the overhand to set up your takedowns, or just setting up the lead uppercut. That can do wonders for Spooky. It's an interesting color saturation. It looks like it's Spooky Stream. Really got the Spooky vibes. Nice lead hook lands for Spooky. Body jab, patient approach so far. There's the first takedown of the fight, and he gets it. That was nice. Great level change from Spooky. Goes to immediately get the fight down to the ground. Magomed Ankalaev does not have the best subs off of his back. He can still submit you, but his submission stat isn't exactly the best either. So if you play it smart on top and you play the control-heavy, neon belly type of approach, if I recall correctly, yep, he has the arm triangle on that side. He could go for the arm triangle, instead opts to go to mount. And this is bad because Dan Henderson has some really high-level move levels. Magomed Ankalaev, fighting for his life, gets rocked by Spooky Ghost in the mount position. Tries to posture one more time, gets denied. Tries to transition to the left, and the Pug Gaming gets it. And I don't know much about Pug Gaming, but he is letting Spooky transition almost willingly, like for free. Honestly, he's like free transitions here. but able to recover back to the half guard. Now, if I'm Puck Gaming, it's pretty clear there's an edge for Spooky Ghost, and he just lets him take the mount once more. But he does get up, uses the muscle modified transition to get up from there. Takedown feint into a lead hook. Very nice work from Spooky Ghost. Now, the only way that Puck Gaming can kind of look to get that round back, but a beautiful back step into the single leg from Spooky Ghost. I see you, dog. That was nice as hell. Back step to get the grapple advantage and is able to initiate the slam. Gets the fight right back down. And he goes up. He made the read earlier. Here is the arm triangle submission. One of the strongest arm triangle submissions in the game. And he initiates the submission. Beautiful, beautiful work from Spooky Ghost. Now he has the back of Magomed Ankalaev. And I don't think that this player here is well versed in defending with those get-ups. No, he's back flat, legs up in the air. This is not good for Puck Gaming. The Puck Gaming is fighting for his life right here. Somehow he's able to get top position. That is absurd. But you got to say that it's definitely Spooky's round so far. For sure. Absolutely Spooky's round. To survive that back flat position, I got to do some work on that back flat position myself. Because that was really, really impressive to survive that. Now, I can't tell due to the opacity of the screen, the way that Spooky has these settings. I can't really tell how much is left for that submission meter. He raced out, ended up on top, and denied the mount transition. That's how. Great round from Spooky. This could arguably be a 10-8. 2 minutes and 42 seconds of control on top of the sub attempt. 2 high, impactful takedowns. Very, very, very good work from Spooky Ghost here. Now, for Magomed Ankalaev, what kind of sucks is that he really has some really good body kicks, has a nice linear kicks, so maybe it might serve to his effort to go for the linear kicks, but no, he opts to go and grapple Spooky. Scores himself a takedown, but isn't able to do much with it. I would be probably looking to go body front kicks because Spooky is pulling. Unable to deny the takedown, and that's exactly why I say you got to go with the pull. If you go pull and then body front kick, and your opponent is trying to utilize the pull into the takedown, it's going to intercept that takedown, or at the very least give you a short-term stamina advantage if you land, and it's going to help you stop that takedown. So Spooky Ghost does a wonderful job of getting into his realm, which is the ground and pound with Dan Henderson. Oh, but a jiu-jitsu sweep. And Spooky Ghost might find himself a little bit too greedy. He's in danger here due to that nice little flower sweep from Magomed Ankalaev. And Spooky Ghost is in danger. I'm surprised Puck hasn't tried to posture again. And he does. Another posture. Able to slip and dodge is Spooky Ghost. And he gets his transition denied. Is Puck Gaming going to go for a submission? No, he's going up for the posture. Taking advantage of that short-term stamina for Spooky Ghost. Able to survive the final ground and pound shot. That is absolutely insane. That was my ass. My ass probably would have got cooked from there. This is bad. This went from a pretty good fight for Spooky Ghost to a scary, scary situation for him. Because now Mr. Puck Gaming is putting himself within 10-8 category. And right here, Magomed Ankalaev, he doesn't really need to go for any submissions. If he wants to, he can just try to cycle side control, guess out a little bit of the responses from Mr. Dan Henderson. Uh-oh. Jiu-jitsu sweep. I want to ask you guys, too, in the comment section, should we just switch the strength of that sweep? Make that the same speed that it is for jiu-jitsu guys, but slower for wrestlers, whereas then we'd have the grappling, wrestling-related sweeps be faster for the wrestlers. I'm asking y'all in the chat. Because seeing Dan Henderson hit a scissor sweep is crazy. Oh, but Magomed Ankalaev hits the fucking arm drag to the back. In back sitting with about a minute left. Remember that the ref can stand it in 15 seconds, but he opts to go and take mount. Spooky was not expecting that. Gets another transition denied, and he is going to be in danger. Let's see if his defense holds up. Beautiful slip from Spooky Ghost. I'm going to tell you this much. Spooky Ghost's defense in the mount position is fucking fantastic. But there's only so long that you can keep nailing this defense here. In the mount position, he dodges the slip again. Yo, this is incredible. Oh, Magomed Ankalaev. He takes the back. Denies the transition. And he responds with a submission of his own at the end of the round. It is 1-1 heading into round 3. Both of these gentlemen may have gotten 10-8s against each other. I'd argue that the second round for Pug Gaming might be closer to 10-8 than whatever Spooky got in round 1. This is nuts. This is actually a fantastic fight. From what it looked like a steamrolling for Spooky Ghost against Pug Gaming. Pug Gaming uses Magomed Ankalaev to pull the fight back together. Aljo didn't want a speech. Clinch work from Magomed Ankalaev. Has to be careful. You don't want to come this far. And now he's popping it. Because of all that work he did in mount, the head up is not looking good for Spooky Ghost. And I don't think he knows that. He's still plodding forward. Almost gets a pull elbow. Slips and pulls the pull elbow. Spooky Ghost still wandering forward. Oh, and like I said, he did not recognize that his head health is low. He tries to slip away from the hook. Lead hook. Oh, but he rocks him back. Has to get a knockdown to bring himself back into the fight. They're kind of going tit for tat here. But catches him as he's trying to go for a clinch and rocks him off of the hook. Elbow almost catches Spooky Ghost as he tries to level change. There was a perfect takedown opportunity there for Magomed Ankalaev. Now going for the pullback hook counter. Chains together 2 hooks off of that slip head movement counter. Goes to the body uppercut. Spooky Ghost. But another rock. The speed of Magomed Ankalaev is too much for Spooky. 2 knockdowns for Pug Gaming in round 3. This might be one of the greatest comebacks I have seen in a long time. But just as we say that, Spooky Ghost gets a rock. Tries to go for the spear. Put a nice heavy sprawl. Spooky Ghost knows that there's a good chance that he may be down. If I was Magomed Ankalaev, I would have kept my ass down there, ready to up kick him into doom. Now they're playing the game where they're kind of baiting out the slips, and he walks in, he's loading up that rear hand and gets met with a nice cross from Magomed Ankalaev. Spooky Ghost, a race against time. If he gets knocked out one more time, it might be clips for Spooky Ghost. Just lunging into, just not paying attention to his head off. He's trying to force a firefight right here because we know this is UFC 5. We've seen crazier shit happen. We've seen the knockouts that make no sense happen in the MMA context. Trying to go for the infamous double hooks. And a takedown slam on Magomed Ankalaev. Able to recover the guard. Spooky Ghost unfortunately rushes that transition. And now it's putting the side saddle. And it looks like Pug Gaming is going to be the victor. There's very little time left. Transition gets denied. I don't think Magomed has the arm triangle from that position. Goes up to knee on belly. And then opts to go to mount. This is looking spooky for Spooky Ghost. Pug Gaming. Take a bow for Pug Gaming and Spooky Ghost with this type of fight. This is so much action, so much grappling. Another denial. Right back in the side saddle for Pug Gaming. Beautiful hip escape from Mr. Dan Henderson, but he might go into there. He's probably going to look to go back into the mount position. There you go. Knee cuts him. Tries to go to the left, and this might be all she wrote. There is 6 seconds left. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Avoids the last second KO. Do not skip this. Do not skip this. Round 1 goes to Spooky. Was that a 10-8? Round 2, was this a 10-8? And round 3 had to have been a 10-8 for Pug Gaming. Had to have been I don't know. Why are they showing that Henderson shit? This fight's a draw. It's a draw. No, it's not a draw. Okay, it's not a draw. It looked like it was going to be a draw. Magomed Ankalaev comes away with the victory over Spooky Ghost. Well done, Pug Gaming. I hope we can see the scorecards. Please show us the scorecards. Show us the scorecards. I want to see them. Thank you for the $14 donation. Mr. Pope Jump Balls. Thank you. 29, 28. 28, 27. Wow. That was an incredible fight. And then what willpower. From looking like he was dead to rights early in round one, that this was going to be another Spooky Ghost performance, for Puck Gaming to come back the way that he did and absolutely dominate in that third round. That was impressive. And Spooky Ghost also not folding under pressure. You know, he had every reason to just put down the control and be like, all right, bro, he got me. It's cooked. It's clips. Did not give up. That it really came down to the only judge that gave. Interesting, they didn't make 10. How was 10-9 not? Oh, it's probably because of the rocks, right? He got all those rocks right back, so put him just amount in danger. But all right, we have ourselves a barn burner here in ESFL Tech. In the ranked demon. That man lives on ranked. He has like God knows how many fights on ranked championships since UFC 4. Slowly honing his skills since then. Going with Max Holloway with the shorts. And he's taking on AKA MG. I don't know much about AKA MG, but I guarantee you I'll figure out plenty just by taking a look. Now, we know with Tech is somebody that is gradual, long-term block work. So, whereas usually when people start out with the UFC series, they kind of go for the fast, immediate type of block break. The more advanced players, they're aware of how things work in the long term. Nice little stance switch action. I see a hard slip uppercut. Good answer. Good look from MG because that is a good counter against the stance switch abilities of Max Holloway. As he's using Dustin Poirier with a nice little power advantage. Max Holloway a little bit faster and has a little bit more of a cardio edge. There's a slip counter there attempted by Tech. And he is channeling Max Holloway with the taunts. Tries to throw out a nice little head kick. Body kick lands for Max Holloway. And I love the way that Tech is trying to channel Max. But it might have been costing him there because he gets rocked. Good shot selection from MG. Because every single good player is almost to our detriment that we have these certain expectations when people throw a strike because they can lead to our defense becoming predictable. And because MG is taking his time, giving him one entry, goes for the jab, then he goes to the lead hook. Look at that lead front kick. Not a lot of people throw that with Dustin, even though it's a really good weapon of his. So if I'm Tech, I'm going to try to simplify the fight a little bit, lull him into a false sense of security, and try and land that cross. But look at that. The hard slip counter lands. Max Holloway in danger against Dustin Poirier. Now his back is to the fence. Tech wisely not firing back, letting his stamina recover, letting his health recover. Smart veteran move there from Tech. And I see a little bit of an angle change that MG is looking for off of that cross, going over to the lead leg side, outside the lead leg to land that cross. Is a sneaky thing to do with that cross that can lead to some very, very nice hit stuns. So far, a great round for Mr. Max Holloway. And yeah, we know that Tech loves to go for that lead hook, cross into the head kick, trying to back Mr. Poirier up, but he's doing a good job of keeping himself within that inner octagon circle. Head kick attempt from Tech. I love that he's keying in on those jab attempts and he's trying to have these hard uppercut counters. It's a really, really intense first round. Tech is not out of it yet, though. We've seen Max rock before and a beautiful hard inside. That hard inside slip uppercut, I used that in Vegas to knock out Suave Jamie, to clutch it out with Dustin. It's nice. It feels better than the slip hook. The slip hook feels too gamey, but that one has like the right amount of distance and the right amount of wrist too. It's a good weapon for Dustin Poirier to use. Trying to trade with Dustin is Tech. The only thing that can help him win there is the stamina advantage. MG has been throwing a lot. He's throwing a lot of hard punches. And we remember, in real life, Max Holloway had Dustin Poirier in danger in round 3 and almost finished him. We got about 3 seconds left into this round 1. It's a Dustin round, but best believe Tech is still dangerous here. Here we go, back at it. So let's see what adjustments Tech can make. The hard thing about using Max Holloway is that he does have a really diverse moveset with his kicks. More oftentimes not, it's going to be the spins. He tried to go for a body front kick, and it turned into a knee, and it absolutely cooked him for his efforts. Tech is now down on his cards, trying to exchange. Gets stunned again, and that power disadvantage for Max Holloway who's coming in clutch. Obviously, he's probably going to be in due for some type of power buff, being that he knocked out Justin Gaethje, although that was more of a matter of attrition playing a part as opposed to just straight out power and the damage that he had gotten on the eye. So we got to take that and factor in that into consideration. But Max Holloway, he has some power. Beautiful prediction there on the final shot being a 4-piece with a straight punch at the end. Almost got stuck there with the taunt, and if Tech would have knocked him out there, that would have been insane. Tech is in danger. Those taunts may have costed him. Bad juju, bad karma. There's a 4-piece head kick opportunity right there by the fence. If he's able to back up MG, 4-piece head kick with Max Holloway, he has level 4 kickboxing combinations, and you can get him by the fence, and you can change the outcome of this fight if you can get him to a knockdown into a ground situation and looking to get into the mount. We've seen Spooky Ghost survive the mount situation not too long ago, but this open stance matchup is proving some issues for Tech. Beautiful rear hook. Oh, there it is. There's that stamina come into play, but Tech does not allow for his head up to recover. Tries to get into the fire with Dustin, but look at this, a last-second sweep. Is Tech about to pull this out of his ass? Wow, that's twice now we've seen that sweep come in clutch for the losing fighter. Now, if I'm MG, I'm trying to move. You can't let Tech keep posturing on you, especially with all that stamina that Max has. He might be stuck there. And he's able to escape last second before another posture from Tech denies that transition. Smartly, intelligently goes back into the full guard, and Tech opts to get up. Look at this man. He's still in character with Max Holloway. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Do these guys get anything for fight tonight, Esfl? They better get something for this. This is a great fight. Jab, lead uppercut. Wonky animation there. Beautiful slip. That stamina came in. I was saying in round 1, the stamina will be the factor in what brings the fight back for Tech, but the power disadvantage. Now, MG does not want to fall up into the ground because he doesn't want to get swept again. Round 2. Insane round 2. 3 knockdowns for Dustin. He won that round, but he was very close to getting finished himself. What's up, Coop? All right, it's a little bit of interesting. Just refreshing the stream. Tech is in the. This is called Flash KO zone. When your opponent's head health is flashing like this off of a single touch, it's going to take one big moment of vulnerability to get a Flash KO. But that recharger perk comes in clutch for Mr. MG. And we've seen people fumble today. We saw Kratos fumble a 2-0 lead. Is MG going to fumble 2-0 lead? No, he's not, but he can change that into another spear if he wants to take him down. Not too dissimilar from Dustin Poirier having to shoot on Max in round 4, but unneeded if he wants. He can get the finish right here off of a clinch break uppercut. Combination is there. Unable to land such. Tries an angle change off of that cross. Tech is also in southpaw now. Maybe he's seen something in terms of the shot selection. Tech is going to need a Hail Mary KO to beat MG right now. The nose is busted. The doctor stoppage icon is coming in. He's keeping it close enough so that they don't have to check on it. And just leading with that jab a little bit too much is Tech. Beautiful hard inside slip uppercut counter. And it's a great way to punish the jab. Another knockdown. And if I'm here going to the stack guard position, unable to do so, that wins the race. The only thing that can bring Tech back right now is the hardest counter of his life. And now all those taunts are coming back. And Tech tries to go out with some honor. Goes for a flying knee. But MG420 comes out and gets the victory over a very, very dangerous Tech. Incredible bout. You have to give respect to both of them. He laid it out there. Had his moment. Could have gotten MG out of there when he got into the mount position. But a credit to MG's defense when he got swept. See, many a good player lose fights that they're winning because they ended up getting swept on the GMP. So, fantastic job from MG. Great Max Holloway simulator from Mr. Tech. All right. That was a barn burner of a bout. We got a message from Adveda X to Tech. He says Tech should be ashamed of himself for letting someone throw that many slip uppercuts. Bunch of rookies. Adveda's talking like he might want to come back. Tech, you might want to have to welcome him. Yes, sir, Host Ninja. Yo, we got Ed Parker and GOAT1099. Ed Parker and GOAT1099 today, y'all. Okay, who's this? Tokyo's Revenge. Who the fuck is this guy? Tokyo's Revenge. Is that the NJ versus NK Dave individual? Somebody tell me who that is. I gotta be the third commentator, dog. Okay. MK Dave. Tokyo, I guess so. Tokyo's Revenge is that individual. MK Dave, very, very sneaky guy. I think he's a UK player or EU player, excuse me. NJ is Tokyo's Revenge, and he is aggressive in his approach. See a lot of circling from Mr. Prime Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler being a very, very, very dangerous person to go off against. But got a little bit too overzealous. Trying to chase with the body shots, but it's not in the proper range. Leon Edwards' recovery is showing costly. Look at that. Tries to preemptively slip counter. I like what I'm seeing from MK Dave. Weather that early storm. Tokyo's Revenge is trying to force these exchanges, and we might be able to see Ed Parker and Treehouse go early. Hard whips that shot. And now it's just looking like it's going to be a world of hurt. It's not usually the way that I see people use Leon Edwards, right? Leon Edwards is really good off the back foot. You can pressure with him if you have the right type of shots, but it is not exactly the most ideal way to play with Leon. Now, he is by the cage right now, and if he's by the cage, that puts Leon in that head kick territory. He gets a knockdown, it might be cooked for him. Pull elbow attempt. From Mr. Tokyo Servings. Now, he's actually bringing back the fight in his favor with this amount of damage that he's landing on MK Dave. And I think it's going to be very, very important for him to kind of just ride out this round. He doesn't really need to force anything. You still have 2 more rounds to work. You want to let your stamina be able to recover, your head off recover. But as I say that, he gets rocked. Yeah, head off is not recovering well for Mr. Tokyo's Revenge. Another knockdown for MK Dave. Kind of seeing the writing on the wall here. Might even let the doctor come in and get involved. And another beautiful, beautiful knockdown from MK Dave. This is 10-8. This is a 10-8. Goes to the body instead. Just clean work with Robbie Lawler. Usually, yeah, this is clips. Usually when I see a fight like this, I'm like, yeah, I already know who the winner is going to be. There doesn't seem to be any comeback territory yet for this bout, but I've been wrong before. He's got to make the right type of adjustments where he's going to keep MK Dave at the end of his punches. All right, round 2. Another rock for MK Dave. Yeah. It's just the overreactions at this point. Yeah, this is why people want to buff body. Look, his body health is already shredded, dog. We have Leon Edwards in round 2 with 96 body health, already blinking. And for those of you wondering what I was doing in the background, I was getting a fight in myself. But it's that was brutal. That was brutal. He did him dirty. Yeah, I just went and got myself a knockout because I was just like, I was seeing that fight. Just watching that fight, I'm like, yeah, ain't no that guy not pulling it out the fire anytime soon. So, all right, now we get into the fun stuff. That was like a little sleeper bout in between. We have Treehouse versus Ed Parker. GOAT1099 versus B3 I'm the GOAT. WR Aook versus, I don't know what that means, versus TK Cryptic. And then the main event, B3 Wavy versus NM Smudger. And I think Smudger's going to take that bout. I think we're going to see a change in champion. I've run into the champion a couple times for my showcases, and I've won against him every single time. I haven't seen anything from him that suggests to me that Smudger can't beat him. I'd love to be proven wrong, but I think Smudger's a little bit too calculated in his approach. I love the way that he fought against Ed Parker. Showed a lot of composure despite the matchup, despite the big name behind him. And I think Ed Parker's better than anybody that B3 Wavy's picked. So I'm thinking NM Smudger's going to be the new champion today. Don't know what the situation is right now with the Esfl loading screen. There we go. Uh-oh. Heavyweight, too. This might not be good for Ed Parker. Treehouse picking heavyweight is a cruel thing to go for. But that's what you want to do. You want to take your opponent out of the game. Back in UFC 3, Unibot took Ed Parker to heavyweight and beat him with Junior Dos Santos, knowing that heavyweight was not one of Ed Parker's best weight classes. So maybe Treehouse is watching film, and he's going, hey, if I can take Ed Parker to heavyweight, keep him away from all the fast strikers, play more of the old man, slow down type of game where I'm working here at heavyweight, trying to get my submissions. Very possible. And with a pick like Minotauro Nogueira, and we don't know how good Ed Parker's grappling defense is. We're going to see. Treehouse versus Ed Parker. Slips into the clinch right away. Goes in the single under. Ed Parker not showing good defense right away. Immediately into the jiu-jitsu. Denies that transition. If I'm Ed, just drain it all the way. You don't try to move from here. Until hit 0. There you go. Oh, but the mount overrides it. Wow, maybe it has to do with the move level of the guillotine. But Ed Parker is in trouble in the mount position against Treehouse 4 minutes into their bout. If he gets rocked here in mount, he is going to be in danger. Doesn't get rocked in mount. If I'm him, you gotta move from there. You can't allow Treehouse to keep posturing here. Oh, but he gets rocked. It might be over for Ed Parker. And there's the submission attempt from Treehouse. Uh-oh. Seeing the denial drain here. Unable to race out of it. That is unfortunate because that takedown, that fake there drained the stamina of Ed Parker as the attacker, and that was an excessive amount of drain that really shouldn't have happened. And it's going to be over here. Ed Parker has not improved his defense enough in the submission game. And that's going to be it. Treehouse is a master at those subs. If you have not practiced the sub mini game system, if you have not worked on it, the other direction there, going backside would have been significantly better. Just not really showing much awareness was Ed Parker in the clinch. Didn't back up the moment he got clinched. He was looking for that single under, went straight into the guillotine. There off of the race. Went to the other direction, gave up mount, allowed Treehouse to posture twice, got that stamina advantage, and submitted Ed Parker in round 1. Yeah, and that's a tough high-level arm triangle, too. I'm pretty sure I'm going to actually check the move level on that arm triangle. More so the fake has to be adjusted there. Yeah, that's going to be rough.
Has had a very good run in the Esfl, and then for Treehouse to step up like that and shut him out, literally, not a single strike thrown, able to get that victory, just massive job, massive.
Yeah, that was disappointing. That was disappointing. I mean, he took him to heavyweight. Wasn't much you could kind of do there. See, Pride Nog. But hey, the only thing about that is that now we get to see GOAT1099 versus B3 I'm the GOAT. Yeah, that's a All right. Here it is. GOAT1099 taking on GOAT of MMA. The battle of the GOAT name, but only one has actually held the belt. Volkanovski being the pick of GOAT of MMA. No surprise there. All right, they're talking it up, but we already know plenty about GOAT. Now, here's a fun fact for y'all. GOAT1099 has not streamed the game since he went on a 4-fight losing streak the last time he streamed. His stream said best record on UFC 5. 4-fight losing streak. And he said, I'm going to go into a training mode because this has never happened to me before. Let's see where that training mode puts him against the likes of GOAT of MMA, who says he's going to retire GOAT1099. No touch of gloves, as expected. Feint from GOAT of MMA. Fast exchange for GOAT of MMA in his favor. I'm surprised that GOAT1099 went with the Makhachev pick. Would have thought somebody like Dustin would have been more of his favor. There he goes for the lead. The lead body jab gets met with a frame counter from GOAT of MMA. The Volkanovski pick is a pick that suits him because GOAT of MMA doesn't really initiate grappling, so to speak, outside of the clinch, but he will opportunistically grapple, and there are some good ground and pound stats behind GOAT of MMA. So we're trying to figure out the ranges. This is that speed on Volkanovski. Checks the kick, lands the lead hook counter. Tries to go and slip. Expecting that GOAT was trying to go for a 4-piece with a slip at the end. Goes for the low single. Interesting. Maybe there's something that he's feeling there. Gotta be careful trying to throw those leg kicks against Volkanovski because Volkanovski's speed on those combinations are super, super fast. Beautiful rear hook from GOAT1099. Hits the turning takedown and is able to get the fight down to the ground. GOAT of MMA trying to undeniable, faking that position. There's a muscle transition from GOAT1099, and now Islam Makhachev on top. This is exactly where he needs to be. Tries to go for the rear naked choke. Unable to deny that transition, so opts to go for the contextual transition as GOAT1099. Slight little stamina advantage there. Not enough for GOAT1099 to try and posture. Now he still has to be careful there. Would probably be best to serve his efforts to try to use those as a means to restart the transition. There you go. Pass the guard. GOAT1099 passes the guard. Very intelligent approach. I would love for GOAT to be very smart with his ground and pound and make sure that even if he gets into the mount position, oh, that was a terrible, terrible idea. I think GOAT1099 was not aware that he could have gone for the L2, R2, denial with Makhachev with the Kimura, just letting you know. Next time that he does that. Another beautiful fake from GOAT MMA off of his back. He's doing a good job nullifying GOAT1099. Have to be careful. There's probably a sweep incoming, and the sweep is there. Sweeps. GOAT1099 with a minute left to go in round one. You do not want to let GOAT of MMA on top in the mount position. He has a very, very deadly mount. Able to stop the mount from happening. Trying to get GOAT of MMA into the cage area. You can gain off these body shots. Not ideal. Thought he was by the cage there. If I were GOAT1099, I'll try to move to the left. Okay, GOAT of MMA doesn't feel like he's won that round because of the rock. There you go. Clinch elbow work from GOAT1099. Got to watch for those slip counters. Beautiful hits done off of the hook. 10 seconds left. You can expect the combos to go crazy. Probably 1-2 head kick. Unable to do so because of the range. And wow, what a high-level exchange there. 4-piece incoming. Ducks the count. Ducks the slip counter coming from GOAT after throwing the shot. Very good reactive head movement from GOAT of MMA. GOAT1099 takes that round, but it is still not over.
It's been very back and forth, but through that first round, I feel like MMA is kind of realizing, okay, maybe he picked that name for a reason, you know? Like, both these guys are starting to see.
Yeah, now it could turn around at any point here. Coming in the second round here, this is a very
One fight. It's just one fight, dog. Esfl's one fight. Overhand lands for GOAT1099. Cross lands from GOAT1099. Tries to go for a kick. Able to deny the takedown. Impressive from GOAT1099. Fakes the takedown. I see why he went with Makhachev. Beautiful slips. He's getting him to overthrow. Lead hook cross. GOAT of MMA is looking to force those exchanges. Oh, and a little bit of a predictable takedown attempt from GOAT1099. That shreds his head off, and he's by the fence. He does not want to be here. 1-2 head kick lands for GOAT of MMA using Volkanovski. GOAT needs to key in on those ducks. There we go. Beautiful spear from GOAT1099 to spear GOAT of MMA into side control off of a beautiful, beautiful counter. Some undeniable fakes there. If he's going for the undeniable fakes, you can transition through it. If you time it just right, there's goes into the sprawl position. Has to be careful from here. Beautiful use of the muscle transition. Now, is he going to go for the takedown turn or is he going to go for the backpack? We'll see. Unable to do so. Kind of waiting to see when it's time to deny it. Okay. Goes for the backpack. Could reshoot. Opts not to reshoot. Slip counter attempted from GOAT of MMA. Almost there, but was probably holding block. Oh, but that is not good. A cut opens up on GOAT. And that's going to help both him. Both of these guys have cuts on each other. Oh, and he turns a slip. GOAT1099 gets it. He needs to be careful here with the ground and pound. Does not want to give GOAT of MMA a chance to sweep him into the full guard. Beautiful job from GOAT1099 to take control of this fight. Denies that transition. Does not need to go back up. You can see that GOAT of MMA is pre-denied because of all the GA that GOAT1099 has right now. Minute and 20. GOAT, why the fuck would you go back up to your feet, dog? There you go. I mean, there might be a reason. But right there, that's the type of issues. When GOAT tends to overthrow, it's the best time to catch him. And if that is what GOAT of MMA is banking on, waiting to see whatever defensive issues that GOAT has, that's his opportunity to shine right now. Especially with 50 seconds left, the fight is not over. I'm surprised he just didn't stay on top. There's that little slip. He slips and ducks and rolls right after he goes for a slip counter. There you go. Ducking, threatening that duck counter. Going for that duck uppercut. Threatens the high kick. GOAT, you need to be careful with that high kick because a lot of people have keyed in. That end of frame, half second offbeat high kick. It's either he gets you with it or he gets got because of it. Still 2-0 for GOAT. If it comes through for GOAT, he should be in the process of winning this decision. However, GOAT of MMA is a very, very live dog right now heading into this third round. And I've seen some crazy things happen in this game with fighters that are winning fights. Runs to kind of, he runs, give him the energy, denies the takedown. GOAT, if I were you, I would take his ass down right now. There you go. Past the side control, dog. Unable to deny the transition. That's all good. Good work from GOAT of MMA to get himself back up on the feet, scrambling like Volkanovski. Stamina advantage for GOAT1099, but cannot afford to be hit stun. Reads the pulls. GOAT1099 goes for the overhead. Has to be careful. Watch for the clinch elbows. Uh-oh. There's some single underwork. Hate this position. Stamina advantage. Beautiful denial. This fight is close. He might key in and might double up with 2 round strikes instead of the 4 pieces. Uh-oh, frame counter off to the body jab. GOAT1099 rocks him. He keys in on the slips. Another knockdown for GOAT1099. GOAT, if you want, take him down. And he does. This is his world right now. His fight to win. GOAT of MMA doing a good job of denying that transition. Goes back up to his feet. GOAT1099 unable to deny it. Now GOAT has to not be horny for the knockout. He has to be smart. Know where you are. Know where you are. You don't have to force the knockout, motherfucker. You can shoot a takedown right there by the cage, but never mind. You get the fucking head kick because he's a psychopath. Go to stack guard, you psychopath. No, he gets a side control. Beautiful job from GOAT1099. Now he does have the ability to go for the arm triangle counter submission if need be. There is GOAT1099. Take advantage of the fakes and go to mount if you can. Or side saddle is a great way to win against that fake. You have about a minute and 40 seconds, GOAT1099, if you want to come across as the victor for this bout. Tries to go for the dart stroke, cheeky submission. Doesn't matter if he gets up. You got to be ready to deny that. Okay, that's cool. Bring his ass back down to the mat. Opts to go for the knee instead. He's gassed here. Still a live dog. Respected like he's a live dog. Denies that transition. Might go for a head kick off the break. There's the stamina of GOAT1099. Not looking too good. Now GOAT1099. Go of MMA. Can he get to the mount position? GOAT1099 is back in action as he finishes this fight in the third round. GOAT1099 makes his ESFL debut for UFC 5 and comes away with a dominating but highly competitive victory over GOAT of MMA. There we go.
Was able to get the finish. You know, it seemed like he was cruising to a nice victory, but that decision wasn't enough, man. So he was able to just go out there and get the dub, brother. Like, good job.
You got it done. You got it done.
Go to MMA. I expect a new name next time you compete. Nothing personal, man. That's just them's the rules. That's how it goes. But just a great performance by both fighters. But GOAT1099.
Man, that was an incredible. That felt like a main event. It felt like a main event, but we still got 2 more fights to go, or 1 more fight, right?
You know, we see all of these fights and these competitors show up week after week. You know, but Frank, let's talk a little bit about, you know, what it is that they're fighting for. So, you know, not only do you fight for bragging rights and, you know, it's a lot when you want to talk about ESFL and everything that's established here with the community, you know, for EA Sports, UFC, just in general, you know, but they're fighting for more than just, you know, credentials online. There's actually a real belt that has, you know, been created.
Man, that was incredible.
That's right.
And talk a little bit about what that would mean to these fighters, you know, getting that belt and what they need to do to earn that belt.
Yeah, for sure. As you mentioned, you know, we got this beautiful ESFL title belt. And the way that's going to work is once you become a champion on either the PlayStation or the Xbox side, there's going to be you're going to be able to earn defense points. So every time you defend the title, you earn a point. And at the end of the season, whoever's got the most defense points, whoever's earned and defended that title the most times, is going to get that beautiful ESFL title belt sent to them, and they'll be able to have that extra little bit of bragging rights that nobody can take away from them.
Man, that could have got real risky.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, we're back from
Man, GOAT1099 with a resounding return.
in person whenever we
Resounding return. Didn't allow GOAT of MMA to get into any positions. I think now he can kind of talk his shot and fraud now.
real deal, like very, you know, what can I say, plush, just
I mean,
premium belt.
let's keep it a band. This is a title belt. It doesn't matter.
Ay. That was insane. I'm very happy for GOAT. I'm here. Now we can go watch this MMA, this main event.
Yeah, around my waist.
This is my title belt. This is my championship, brother. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, no,
Don't
dog.
let me get that belt. My
Do
goodness.
not.
Yeah, that was it's a risky first fight to take back, especially in lightweight. Because GOAT of MMA is a good example of like straight up ranked demon. Like he does all the stuff that is guaranteed to give you the highest win percentage. It's not anything like unique in terms of like fighter uniqueness or anything like that. That man is a play to win at all cost. It doesn't matter what weight class, he will play the exact same way. So it's a dangerous fight. And there was moments there could have got risky for GOAT, but he was able to come away with the victory. But that's behind us now. GOAT1099 got the victory. Now we're gonna go and see this next upcoming bout here for ESFL. Aook versus TK Cryptic.
3-1 as well. Defeated 11 Bravo.
I've also matched up with Cryptic a few times and ranked.
Methodical pressure fighter who likes to break down his opponents. We're gonna see what these guys have got for us.
All right, starting off, another Makhachev from Vuck Gaming. TK Cryptics is using Tony Ferguson as some type of counter pick, who does have improved health stats, improved striking stats. Overall, the Tony that we know of on his win streak. A little bit of a passive start here. Now, the thing is, if I'm TK Cryptics, you got to be aware of something with Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson has the Imanari roll. And you know what Makhachev doesn't have? He does not have a heel hook counter. Well, if you put him in a heel hook. He has the arm triangle counter, but if you want to get into the heel hook position, I would highly recommend for the Tony Ferguson player to utilize the Imanari roll, especially when he's using all his short-term stamina. Uh-oh. Opts to pop to get up. Does not go for the heel hook. Interesting. Not right away. Doesn't want to show his cards, I assume. Or did he just pick Tony for the sake of just being Tony and just having that mental threat of having Tony Ferguson behind him on his pick? We'll know very shortly. Takedown feint into the lead hook. Beautiful. Nice. Slip straight to the lead hook into the rear uppercut. Beautiful job from TK Cryptics. Beautiful timing on that takedown for the Makhachev. Now, for him, if I'm Islam Makhachev, I could kind of bait out two type of situations off of a denial. If I get denied, I will hope that the Tony Ferguson tries to go to backside so I can try to initiate the Kimura counter. But unable to do so, he's in the guard of Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson likely looking to try to get the fight down to rubber guard. He could win those passing transitions. But he's back up to the feet. There you go, another takedown attempt, but gets forward by Tony Ferguson. Stamina looking a little bit on the low side for Vuck Gaming. Interesting. Beautiful uppercut counter. Goes for the clinch, single under. We see this earlier with Treehouse and Parker. Oh, that body T turned into a knee. I know it did. Almost costed him there. This is a very tough round to score. I mean, I would think the Makhachev has been landing some clean shots, but so is TK Cryptics. I'm gonna go and say maybe Vuck Gaming. Check kick. I'm gonna go and say maybe Vuck Gaming won that round. Yeah, I mean, looks like he won that round, but I don't know.
Jumped out to me when we saw that brief look at the fight stats. The accuracy of Tony Ferguson is insane. He's 33 for 50 on total strikes, 66%. Come on now. I mean, that's not a recipe for success for Boot going forward. He's going to have to figure out some way to try and make.
Okay. Oh, but there's a cut that opens up on Cryptics.
Ferguson being very active and very accurate with his offense. And that's going to be something that's going to be very dangerous for Boot going forward.
He's going to have to press the advantage a little bit more if he wants to actually. Yeah, he's kind of pressing, but then kind of half-heartedly pressing, and it's allowing for the Makhachev to time him on entry.
That's going to start paying dividends right here because Tony Ferguson is fresh right now.
Doing a great job working the body, and then a nice uppercut there to, just mess with Boot's mind. He keeps going to the body.
Pull counter elbow. Now he's bringing out the elbows of Tony. Now he could look to try to use the 6 to 12 into the spinning elbow, but remember that the vulnerability has been increased on those. Cool way, work to stand up.
Exactly. So I'm thinking Boot wants to get this fight to the ground. Let's see if he's able to do just that. But as this fight goes,
trying to probe, see where he's at.
The advantage just leans to the
nice little rear hook counter there.
If you can keep the stamina where it's at right now. Now both of these fighters,
little pause in the movement. Javelin hook cross into the lead hook. Throwing those 4 pieces, but costing his stamina. So if you pay attention to the head health right here, They're very, very similar. Both of them are within knockdown territory if need be.
Yeah, but also I feel like he's doing a good job of alleviating that by mixing in his strikes, man. He's going to the body as well as the legs. So even if he does end up with maybe a little bit of head damage, yeah, I was gonna say he maybe able to make it up in other
All
areas.
right. So now Makhachev has the fight under his control. Yeah, it definitely looks like he took away the Tony pick more so to take away Tony from Buck Gaming because he's not really utilizing. That was risky to do. Utilizing Tony's strengths to the best of his ability. So that was super risky on his part. Trying to go for that. Let's see. Minute left. Yeah, this is like going to be a smooth control decision win. I can already kind of see it. Into the full guard. I mean, I don't really see the way the momentum of the fight right now, right? Cryptic is too passive. He's waiting too much, and he's not allowing himself to throw. If he allows himself to let loose a little bit and let more combinations come through for Ferguson, especially being that the higher altitude perk is going to be able to kick in round 3, he has a better chance of winning this fight. But right now, in my opinion, he is down 2 rounds, and he needs to step it up. It doesn't matter if you get finished in round 3, but you need to have more of an effort here to try to get the finish when need be.
Could be. He's been more active, but once again, man, the accuracy, almost the same stat line, 33 for 51 that round. So he missed one more strike. I mean,
notice, I want you guys to pay attention to something right here. Even though I'm commenting, I want you guys to pay attention here. Pay attention to when the Tony Ferguson player goes. It's waiting, right? It's after every Makhachev's action. Every single Makhachev action is when he feels like he needs to respond. But he never really truly commits an initiation on his own right.
but at the same time, you know, that might not be your choice. It looks like Cryptic can to get this finish. Some nice shots land there. But the defense of Makhachev and also the takedowns have been doing a good job.
Another takedown, but unable to scramble here. Yeah, this is
Been doing enough to keep himself from getting swarmed. He hasn't been able
tries to go for the forward slip hook. Yeah, when you see people start going for like the forward slip hook randomly, they're not. It's a hopeful thing. Like they're hoping for some big rock to happen. Oh, but it's where he needs him. He needs him back by the fence. But Buck Gaming does a good job firing back a combination. Beautiful off the clinch break. Tries to get up. Gets the guard pass. Yeah, this is going to be a 30-27. Or it could be a finish here in Crucifix, but TK Cryptic hasn't shown enough off of his back to really make Buck Gaming respect him. And this is a result of that. This is too passive. I'm surprised this was put over GOAT's fight with GOAT of MMA. Goes take the back. Unable to get it. Could go for the heel hook. I mean, it would have been worth it. I don't think Buck really does the arm triangle counter from there if he's aware that he even has it. But now you're pretty much just watching the clock kind of tick away. Cryptic is going to have to understand that unless he gets some horrible EA judging, he's not winning this fight. Yeah, he goes back into the full guard. You're not going to win the fight here in close guard unless he makes a crucial mistake and allows you to get like the deepest armbar of your life. He's playing it safe here in the guard. Doesn't have to do much. Yeah, gets to the stack guard position. Oh, and from stack guard, brutalizes Tony Ferguson. Yeah, the head health was low. Head health was low, stamina was low, and it just wasn't offering much resistance. So, kind of a bit of a dud. It's kind of one-way traffic the entire way through. Just never saw. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Hold on. I just saw something that made me want to. No way. Did the judge one have him winning that fight?
Last PlayStation card, we was talking about that. That was just a slow cook. You just got slow cook.
I understand round 1 was kind of tight,
Before you know it,
but round 2 I figured was all Makachev.
I was seeing it Cryptic's way all the way up until it was too late.
Yo, what? The Ferguson player was winning?
And that's how it goes, man. Like you'll have everything all well in hand until the end of it.
Oh my God, he was about to get robbed.
Okay, so that's
He needed that finish.
the main event. So now we move into the main event of the evening. Fight number
It did not look like to me at all like that Ferguson player was winning by any stretch of the imagination. What was that?
tell us about these two fighters, but one thing, both fighters are undefeated. B3 Wavy 4-0.
Like he was,
Smudger.
yeah, no, he was out taken down, gave up more control time.
If I got a win streak going, I'm not
It
trying to lose that.
losing on stamina exchanges, losing on head health exchanges. The only round I could have seen was 1919, maybe. That was
Title belt on the line as well. Smudger, the challenger, defeated host Ninja at 152, defeated Pain at 154, and he
yeah. I don't know what to say about that, but whatever.
primetime PS5 champion.
Smudger versus B3 Wavy.
GOAT of Primetime's PlayStation division. We'll see if he's able to come get this title in ESFL. But to do that, he's gonna have to take down a very tough opponent, Wavy.
All right, I called Smudger to be the new champion. Let's see if B3 Wavy proves me wrong.
Beat Word Life. He won the title against Lius at 156.
Using important perder the man that he won the title with goes jab up top with the lead hook.
And Smudger, looking to use his well-rounded, calculated striking. His word of advice is to not let him get your back. We'll see if Wavy is able to take that advice and keep his title. The fight is already going, and we've got Silva versus Pajeda.
Nice feints from Smudger. Some nice use of the important pressure. Now, when you're a champion in ESFL, you can pick the weight class and where you feel the most comfortable fighting in. So, middleweight seems to be his most comfortable weight class. He's using the Ultra Ego Poetan, using a beautiful job of using the lead hook in his combinations. Let's see if Wavy picks up on the ducking that Smudger's doing. It's a 5-round fight. And if there's anything I know about Wavy is that he does tend to throw when need be.
Especially if this time black and yellow trumps on, man. This Silva is different.
Yeah, 98 speed, 94 punches.
However, even with prime Anderson Silva, his health stats are alright, but they're not enough to be taken to. Yeah, Smudger's eating a little bit too much damage there
Nice counter strikes.
from that left hook, and he's not block countering at all.
Strikes for too long. This thing can end at any
Little ducking action.
speed and the accuracy and the power of both of these fighters.
It's like a feeling out round, but it's gonna seem like one mistake is gonna pretty much do the other guy in. And as we notice, that lead hook, it's all the main focus of B3 Wavy right now. Lots of lead hooks, lead hook, lead hook.
You're gonna get caught trying to throw a kick in boxing range.
And who could blame him, right? Because that's what Poetan's really best at. Tries to go for the duck slip and uppercut. Very nice.
As evidenced yesterday. But
Very important for Smudger not to let the moment be too big for him.
Smudger doing a good job staying
Ducking a little bit too much. Now he's overreacting.
some big shots every now and then.
Exactly. Now, I haven't seen too many kicks or any kicks at all.
He's really only focused on that lead side. Like he really wants to bleed through on the lead side of Anderson Silva. Smart game plan. And it's the thing is with Smudger that he's not block countering at all. Even if the block counter itself does not land, you can combo it in together. So if they do try to follow up, you still will have frame advantage. So the damage is adding up for B3 Wavy against Smudger. Hard slip counter.
100 is crazy.
Stamina dwindling, but we know that with power is the last thing to go. And for Poetan, that power is something that works for him very, very well. That's 3 times now that he's thrown that forward slipping uppercut. Could meet him with an elbow if need be. Nice left hook from Smudger. Back to that lead hook. Almost gets that hard slip counter uppercut. Surprised it didn't happen there. Close first round, but I'm going to have to give that one to the champ. Champ landed more damage, injured the eye of Smudger. Even though Smudger landed more strikes, I've seen them give the rounds off of like the eye damage. See that those uppercuts are doing good work too. Yeah, so Smudger right now, the game that he's trying to play, it's waiting. This is what tends to happen to a lot of people when they're contending for the belt. They wait too long on the champion. And if you're waiting for them to make the mistake, see how now B3 Wavy's starting to throw the three-piece combos? Because now he's seen that, okay, I have the head off advantage. So now if he tries to trade with me, even with that stamina advantage, it's not going to help him. And he's eating him up with that lead hook. Smudger needs to start pressing. And he has to make a read on that hard slip counter uppercut. He can nail him with an elbow. He can nail him with a rear hook. He's overthinking on whether B3 Wave is going to throw a 3 or 4 piece. And he actually, what the fuck? Okay, I'll take it. Catches him off guard with the jiu-jitsu. Yeah, Anderson Silva does have some pretty good jiu-jitsu. Takes the back. Very, very impressive work there from Mr. Smudger. Has to be careful not to give up the position. He'd be smart to go to backside here, or otherwise he's going to lose the position due to the ref. Tries to go to full mount again. He's going to lose the position. So now here, he's got to be able to deny that. Unable to deny it. Octagon gets up. But he's able to chain it to another takedown. And we may see a hole here in the champion's game. Everybody can be a striker, but not everybody's a grappler. Tries to go. Transition denied. Smudger showing some nice mount work. Rocks B3 Wavy. And this is the holes in the champion with his grappling. Tries to go to the left. Transition denied. Goes to the arm triangle. Smart move. Expecting him to try and go. Probably going to deny that transition. Denies it. That was the real transition. And this is the weakness. Jiu-jitsu. Beautiful work from Smudger to change the entire narrative of the fight in a matter of seconds. And to outclass Wavy on the ground like this, it's very telling. Gets him down into back flat. This fight's going to be done. Oh no, the champion shows heart. Beautiful, beautiful work there. And that's going to take a huge hit on the stamina, too. Huge hit on the stamina. Well done, well done. So now the champion finds himself in a hole. Stamina disadvantage. Stamina disadvantage. Almost gets submitted. Has to be aware of the takedowns. And I think he's going to be pressing. Uh-oh, now he's starting to strike a little bit more. Sorry, I got caught up in trying to report something. Oh, but now don't do this to yourself. Smudger, you're winning this fight. The champion understands now that he has to be aware of the takedown. Smudger does not have to force any takedowns. He can now start to let his striking open up a little bit more. Have B3 Wavy super hard focus on these takedown attempts and start to open up his striking. Be aware that B3 Wavy, he's aware. I wouldn't say he's a vet, but he's definitely meta aware of what the best counters are going to be Right, he has a slip counter already loaded up. Head elf not looking too good for Smudger. There it is, another bail off of the push. Beautiful back take off of the beautiful stamina advantage. But look at that. Gets into backside.
in my bag of tools. And look at here, it seems like Smudger just has this advantage on the ground so far. Let's see if he can get the train.
Let's see what he's looking for. All right.
He decides to roll into full guard right here. And let's see what Smudger's able to do. He has minute and 15 seconds to work and get some damage to potentially win this fight. Oh,
Nice sweep from the champion, from Mr. B3 Wavy. Nice title fight. Very good title fight.
Now he can try and even things up. You know, we saw it earlier.
Champion's not out yet.
You can get some good postures, some good posture ups, and land some good damage, and now you're in a totally different fight. Now you've got things evened up. Now you've gotten a lot of damage done onto your opponent. So it's really just a matter of making this time on the ground count.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Wavy, with that the lead hooks that he's working for, it definitely seems like he's aiming for a doctor stoppage.
He's able to, call upon that championship experience and that pedigree and get himself another.
Let's see.
yeah, now when Alex
Has the full GA.
this Origins version,
Good job on Smudger being keen and aware with the frames, not letting him hook to that side. It's a good way to bring the round back for Smudger. I mean, for B3 Wavy. He's probably gonna posture up once more. He gets the guillotine, but unable to finish it through. But he gets the reversal on the ground and pound. Goes for the arm triangle one more time. He might go straight forward. Denies the transition. This fight is over. We have ourselves a new champion. At the end of the round, the fight is over. And like I said, Smudger became champion. Congratulations to Smudger for becoming a new Esfl champion. Exposing the holes on the ground of the champion B3 Wavy. Wavy had a pretty good reign for as short as it lasted. But beautiful showcase of the jiu-jitsu there from Mr. Smudger. Good effort from B3 Wavy. That was a good card. Good card. GOAT1099 gets a victory. Smudger is the champion. And you know what? I'm going to let GOAT1099 go ahead and take a title shot. Right? Or is he going to have to fight Treehouse probably, right? Maybe GOAT1099 versus Treehouse. We shall see. We shall see. All right. That's going to call for ESFL. I'll probably start up another stream to fight some subscribers and shit. So I'll be right back.